Baloch Liberation Army have launched this attack operation, I would say, Darai Balochistan on 29th of January 2024. Where footage shows that the freedom fighters of Baloch Liberation Army are walking on the streets of much. This was a historical attack by any Baloch militant organization in the history of Baloch resistance movement against Pakistan. I think this is something where the Baloch are drawing a line that how they will shape their struggle. The Baloch Liberation Army have launched this attack operation, I would say, Darai Bolan on 29th of January 2024, and it was ended on the evening of 31st of January 2024. So that operation lasted for over 2 days, and the Baloch Liberation Army claimed it has killed over 60 military personnel. It has targeting many military and governmental installation in that area. BLA has captured over 70-kilometer long area where footage shows that the freedom fighters of Baloch Liberation Army are walking on the streets of much, and this was a historical attack by any Baloch militant organization in the history of Baloch resistance movement against Pakistan. So I think this is something where the Baloch are drawing a line that how they will shape their struggle, how they're going to go ahead. In history, we have seen, the Baloch have fought like the guerrilla war, where they just attacked and then they just try to be safe and run away, with giving attacking on small targets, and maybe just trying to save themselves with minimum damage to the state as well. But now in the last 5 to 7 years, we have seen a huge shift where, be it the self-sacrificing attack, the suicide bombing, or be it the attack on the camps, capturing the camps, killing over dozens of military personnel in one attack, or many other attacks where the military personnel were kidnapped, they were taken in custody, and later on killed. So these are the attacks that shows the strength of Baloch resistance movement, that shows the strength of Baloch Liberation Army and as well the other militant organization in Balochistan. Now, obviously, this is not a war that is started by the Baloch. The war was imposed upon Baloch people. The war was imposed on the day when Balochistan was forcibly annexed by the Pakistani state, and it goes back to the 1948 on 27th of March. So since then, the Baloch have been resisting. The Baloch used all means of struggle, political mean, the mean of media, the mean of human rights, the mean of education, the mean of militant struggle, the armed struggle. It is on the Pakistani state where they want to take this war, whether they want to resolve this issue, whether they want to give but what Baloch are demanding their just right to be free, or if Pakistan want to continue their occupation, their suppression, their subjugation of the Baloch people. So I would believe the Baloch will have the right to defend themselves, to defend their motherland, and to struggle for its freedom until they regain what was their own. Similarly, if we talk about the Baloch armed organization, I would say that their presence have always been in Balochistan. There was never a time when someone can claim, that Balochistan has not seen the presence of Baloch militant organizations, or the presence of the Balochistan Liberation Front, Baloch Liberation Army, and other organization was missing from any area of Balochistan. But in the last 5 to 7 years, what we are seeing and what we are witnessing, it is that their intensity in their attack is growing. despite what the Pakistan army is claiming, despite what the Pakistan army is saying, that the militants are surrendering, that they have, some organizational leaders, they have surrendered. Even after that, the number of the Baloch militants are increasing, and as we see in Baloch Liberation Army's attack, or in the attacks of Bras, or in the attacks of Balochistan Liberation Front, where dozens of fighters take part, and knowing they might get killed in these attacks, and if an organization has lack of manpower, lack of human resources, I don't believe they would have sent these numbers of men into the battlefield to just fight in there and just one battle, and if they can get killed. So this shows that their presence is very much in Balochistan, and they will continue to grow even more, because this is not only how active they are, how their actions will impact, how it will become a story in Balochistan, that how bravery these men are fighting against an occupying forces, but as well the Pakistani army's brutality is encouraging that Baloch youth, the Baloch people, that they should join the Baloch militant organization, because if they're not able to protest, if they're not able to rise against the brutality by talking against it, by writing against it, by being available in the mainstream politics of Balochistan. So this is why the Baloch militant organization will grow even further.